I'm exhausted from being the final lesson my boyfriends learn before they meet their future wives. It feels like all of my exes have walked away gaining many more life lessons than I did. It's almost unfair. It's as though I'm only meant to be a teacher in love so that anyone I date can learn to be better partners to their future partners. Now, I'm not saying that I am perfect. I'm definitely far from that. But hand on my heart, if you asked any one of them, they would probably agree with what I'm saying. I'm just thoroughly exhausted. I want to believe in true love and meeting the one. But with each relationship, I just grow increasingly jaded. I just wish that I won't meet anyone until the right one for me appears. Someone who can meet me exactly where I am. Not a work in progress, not a still figuring things out, not a wrong timing. Someone who is just right for me. That's where the original poster left off, but the comment section had a lot to say. Reader Silly Chocolate 627 weighed in with this. I'm the starter girlfriend. I'm the girl that they date after they are divorced, and then they dump me and find their happily ever after. Well, I'm left in shambles. That was Silly Chocolate 627. Up next. It took meeting someone for 2 months to realize how little I connected with my girlfriend of 5 years. I dated my high school sweetheart for 5 years and thought we were endgame. The pain I endured for almost a year was crazy. But another thing that's crazy is I would do it all over again, laugh out loud. It shaped me into the man I am today. The amount of change I was forced to go through was immense, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Now, being single for over a year, I can proudly say I am so happy with myself and happy it ended. It does get better with time, but what you do with that time always helps. I can see things clearly, and I am so happy I am free from that relationship. One thing I recommend is to not distract yourself from the pain. Feel it and feel it all, then go out and enjoy life. I met someone else about a month ago, and she is awesome. She is literally the female version of me, and I love it. It's actually insane how much we click in the 2 months of knowing her compared to the 5 years with my first love. I am so much happier with her, but also with myself. If you're fresh out of a breakup, keep feeling the pain. It sucks, but it's so worth it. But that wasn't even the most shocking part. My best friend went through a similar situation a month after I went through my breakup, but he distracted himself right afterwards and is now feeling the pain 8 months later. While me, I sat with it and didn't do hookups for 10 whole months. And now I can proudly say I am in the best position I've been in my whole life. If anyone needs advice or someone to talk to, feel free to reach out. I'm always around. Up next, my body recognized my ex in the restaurant before my mind even did. I randomly saw my ex. It was not planned at all. I went out with my friend to eat something from a usual place we go to, but unexpectedly that place was closed today. So we randomly went to a different place, and in the midst of eating, my body instantly felt the urge to turn around. The moment I turned back and looked in a particular direction, my eyes landed directly on my ex. I just felt strange about how instinctively I turned and looked right at him, like my body recognized him before my mind could catch up. He was wearing the same kind of clothes he used to wear when we would go on walks together, and that just hit me harder than I expected. I could not even finish my food after that. It is such a weird, painful feeling. It is strange how someone you were so close to for years, like inseparable, can suddenly feel like a complete stranger. I do not think I'm okay with that yet. I just needed to get this out. Has anyone else experienced something like this? That is where the original poster left off, but the comment section had a lot to say. But that wasn't the worst part. Reader user =agency 9876 shared this perspective. It really sucks how the person you shared your body and soul with ends up being just another stranger. Even worse than that, actually. With a stranger, you would not be acting this way. You act this way when you see someone you do not like or an enemy. It is really sad. That was user =agency 9876. Another commenter, user Jawad127, weighed in. I am just so glad my ex moved back to her home state after she broke up with me. 5 years together, and now we are strangers. I cannot understand how some people can do that. I understand some people can lose romantic feelings, but I considered us best friends also. Now I am nothing to her. It breaks my heart, but I have to keep moving forward. Strong words from user Jawad127. Let me know in the comments if you have ever had a run-in with an ex that left you feeling like a stranger. Up next, they loved you on Tuesday and vanished by Wednesday without a single word. Remember, you deserve someone who takes accountability, who stands by your side, who is willing to solve problems together with you. The way they treated you says nothing about you, and everything about the way they handle things when something in their life becomes hard. You are not the love you receive, but the love you give. You are beautiful, funny, intelligent, kind, and loving. You have not lost anything. They are the ones that lost a wonderful person. Do not ever let yourself be treated like this ever again. You deserve far, far more than that. If someone says they're not good enough for you, believe them. If someone says they need space and don't want to talk, believe them. If someone says they need to work on themselves, believe them. If someone says it's not you, it's them, believe them. You are probably going to try and help, send paragraphs explaining things, and beg them to reconsider. It's fine if you do, but eventually you will realize there's no point in convincing a person to be somewhere they don't want to be. And even better than that, you deserve someone who wants to be with you more than anything, not someone who you need to convince to be with you. But there was a much bigger realization coming up. When you're ready, forgive. This part might not apply to everyone, so only listen to this if it helps you. Forgiveness doesn't make a wrong right. Forgiveness just means that you no longer spend so much energy thinking about them, and instead you can spend it on your hobbies, your passions, and the people who truly love you. When you find yourself starting to question why they just left, why they couldn't have tried harder, why they treated you horribly for the millionth time, say to yourself gently, I forgive them. I didn't deserve to be treated that way, but I forgive them. And I think forgiveness is hard. It's really, really hard when someone you loved hurts you badly. I'm still struggling with it even as I'm writing this. But the amount of peace that forgiveness has brought me is astronomical. In a world where there is so much hate, having a big, kind heart always wins. To everyone out there going through something similar, you got this. I am so proud of you. You loved deeply and you lost nothing. Instead, you have gained more self-respect and a clearer idea of who to choose for a partner and who not to choose. Every person is different, and every relationship and breakup is different. These words might not be the right ones for everyone, and that is okay. Wishing everyone the best. That is where the original poster left off, but the comments section had a lot to say. Reader user Pristine Response 43 weighed in with this. I went through the exact same thing a few months back, and this really hit me. The forgiveness part is the hardest for me still because part of me keeps thinking maybe she had a good reason, or maybe I missed something important. But you are right about not convincing someone to stay. I learned that lesson the hard way when I sent way too many texts trying to explain everything. That was user Pristine Response 43. Does forgiveness help you move on, or do you prefer to just cut ties and look forward? Let me know what you think in the comments. Reddit had a lot to say about this. The top comment from user Pristine Response 43, with 23 upvotes, reads, I went through the exact same thing a few months back, and this really hit me. The forgiveness part is the hardest for me still, because part of me keeps thinking maybe she had a good reason, or maybe I missed something important. But you are right about not convincing someone to stay. I learned that lesson the hard way when I sent way too many texts trying to explain everything. Let me know in the comments which side you're on. Up next. My brain still expects the "Did you eat?" text that I know will never come again. But it is not coming. It's the silence. No messages, no random updates about their day, no "Did you eat?" texts. Just nothing. It's weird how someone can go from being part of your daily life to completely gone, like they never existed in your routine. And your brain keeps expecting something, a notification, a message, anything, even when you know it's not coming. I don't even know if I miss them sometimes, or just the feeling of having someone there. Anyone else feel like the silence is the hardest part? That's where the original poster left off, but the comment section had a lot to say. The first reply from user StraightStage1539 put it bluntly. I wake up every day with my heart feeling like it's made of lead. He will never understand how much pain I'm in because of him. That was user StraightStage1539. Another commenter, user PuzzleheadedBig1305, weighed in. Yes, I keep trying to not look at my phone, but then I feel the need to see if there's any news from them, but there is just nothing. That was user PuzzleheadedBig1305.